slow clapping into this?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna play the. You guys all see the post that Vicky posted from the challenge a few days ago. I'm gonna just try to push this up to the TV so you can hear it. Hopefully it works. Because I tried to play it out of the presentation, but it didn't go. All right, so it's this one, it's that one. Let's see who's plays.
Hey kids, you already students, greatest workout. You're ready for F45 Challenge. The F45 Challenge is a 45-day fitness and nutrition program designed to help you build and sustain healthy habits for life. You'll push past your comfort zone and discover what you can achieve. The F45 Challenge meets you where you are and thrive. Goal-targeted functional training from our certified trainers, daily customized meal plans with macro-balanced recipes, grocery lists, and meal service delivery options. Access to nutrition and performance tips from our registered dietitians and athletic trainers. And of course, fitness assessments, tracking, and progress monitoring. All from the F45 training app and your local studio. You'll be guided through personalized school settings, building sustainable healthy habits, and experiencing real and impactful changes, mindsets, and everyday life. To get started, download the F45 training app to create a profile and visit your local F45 studio for details on the next F45 day challenges.
Sweet. Cool. That's the HQ message. We're gonna try to like make that real now in real life, right? So like, what does that mean, right? Everybody, is anybody not signed up for the challenge that's here? Everybody else is signed up? Good, everybody signed up? Okay, cool. In this presentation, we're just gonna try to go over like what it means to be in the challenge and then like what to expect and how to make that in real life. Yes, what's
When
up?
you say signed up, do you mean signed up on the board or within the app?
Both, we need both.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're in the app, great, just confirm with Vicky before you guys leave here, and then we'll make sure that it's also on your account, on your MindBody, and then also like you get on the board so that we can get you guys on one of our little chat groups. Little WhatsApp groups. So she just went over all this. It's a community-based challenge. You guys are going to set individualized goals. We're going to pop you guys into little chat groups in WhatsApp so that you guys can help each other, hold each other accountable. If you don't have a friend, find a friend, bring them along for the trip because you don't necessarily have to be an F45 member to be in the challenge, but we do encourage you guys to come to F45 classes to do so. We are going to track goals. We're going to track habits. And that's kind of what you guys have over here. That one sheet is just like a one-sheeter, the white one, without any color on it. We'll write our main goal on the top of that, and you'll write down the habits that'll get you to that goal. And that is the very last thing that we'll talk over. But yes, training, nutrition, routine, mindset, all of this all kind of comes together during the challenge. These are your coaches. I don't know if you guys know it. Is anybody up on the screen that you guys don't know? Never seen before? If you don't know somebody on the screen, see if you can find one of their classes, right? Take a class from somebody you don't know during the challenge, all right? It'll be fun, all right? We got me, this is Vicky, Jorge, Larry, Dottie, Mike, got Sylvia, Matt, Damien, Krissa, and Nate. Good, good, all right, good. So inside your F45 app, if you guys have your phone with you, we'll go over some of the things in the app that can kind of help you guys along the way. One of the coolest things that I think that's in the app is that they give you access to their blog without having to like go onto a desktop computer and like try to find their blog about it. So on the main screen on that home app, this bottom left corner, if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see a section called Featured Articles. You tap into Featured Articles and then it's going to give you the things that are most recent. And then also at the top, it's going to give you a search bar. If you want to learn more about protein, or if you want to learn more about sleep, or if you want to learn more about the phase that you're in, or something like that, like that's all going to be plugged into there, which is a really, really nice resource to know, like, what are we doing now? Like, what's programmed right now? And what's, like, a priority right now? This is very cool. In the tracking section of the app, so now bottom right-ish corner, there's a section that you can track in the F45 app, and this is going to have places for nutrition, for training, for sleep, and for water intake. If you guys have another tracker on your phone that you guys do like to do this with, or if you just want to use this paper, this is also available to you. This is just, if you're looking to keep everything consolidated into one piece, the F45 app is a sweet spot to start all of this stuff. So if you don't have a place to track, just do it in the app. But if you're already tracking in another thing, I'm not gonna derail you from what's already working. Fair? Cool? There is a section in there. If you go to the tracking section and you scroll to the right, you're gonna find a section called stats. Love-hate relationship with this, unless you're like an elite level athlete or if you're a fitness competitor or things like that. Really doesn't matter how wide your arm is around in general life. Like that's not gonna really impact how you're performing, generally speaking, as a recreational. Honestly, and even as a professional athlete, strength and fitness looks different on a lot of different people. But if this is something that you guys want to get after, come see me after class. We can look at this too. That's totally fine. The in-body scan is going to be something that we're going to do. And in this section, there's a little BMR calculator at the top. I'm not sure if it's active for you guys yet in the app. It might not be there, but you can actually take whatever your basal metabolic rate, which is the amount of calories your body burns at rest, doing nothing. For this person, it's 1652. They would have to eat 1652 to be a vegetable on the couch for the day, and basically do nothing. But if they're going to do a workout, they probably want to add some calories to that, and you want to definitely add some calories to that. But you'll get your BMR number off of the in-body scanner, and then you can plug that into the app, and then things get a little bit more fun inside the app here as we go. The other thing that we're tracking outside of like nutrition, water, and sleep, and if you want to track all that stuff, are these assessments. And so if you're in your app, under the tracking tab at the bottom, if you go to the top, it'll say assessments. This is where you're going to find, like if you're in Lift Club, you find your Lift Club assessment. If you've ever done playoffs before at another F45 studio, you're going to find that in there. If you're tracking how much you're squatting on Thursdays or how much you're bench pressing on Thursdays, that is something you can do weekly. That's also in here. You can also track full workouts in the assessment app. And that's going to be stuff like there's workouts called Underdog, there's workouts called Benchmark, Three-Peat, Playoffs. And we're going to do a couple of these throughout the challenge to not only like track like what you're eating and what you're drinking, but also like how is that impacting your performance in the studio too? Because none of this, your in-body scan, none of this should be looked at in isolation. All of these things kind of work together. So you'll see as you go how this all goes. I'm not going to touch this very much because we just did all of that. But what I am going to touch is how F45 kind of presents nutrition in here. So in the app, you'll also find a section in there for meal plans. They have a full, it's in the challenge section of the app, right? So the middle tab at the bottom, you tap that, and you're gonna get week by week, day by day, snack by snack meal plans. So if you really wanna go and let F45 kind of take the wheel on this, they've got some balanced nutritional things that you guys can take care of inside of the app. You can really go brain dead on this and just follow the directions. As long as you're doing the thing where you're eating enough calories throughout the day and you've got that BMR set, the app is going to help you out a lot, especially with like the balance piece. And you'll find that like when you look at these recipes in there, you'll see that they kind of match up with the plates that Katie was kind of talking about too. They're really, really close. And if they're not, now you're smart enough to know what you need to add, right? And so in the app, one of the last couple things that we'll show you is in the eat section, all the way to the right-hand corner in the bottom right. There's plans, there's shopping lists, grocery lists that like revolve around those plans. This is what I was just talking about. You can track, you can go to like a Wednesday in the middle of the challenge and find out what you're having for dinner right now. Like that's kind of neat. And then you can go to the shopping list and it'll tell you all of the ingredients and the quantities that you need to buy. So we can really just let F45 take the whole thing if you want, or you can get your meal kit, do your factor thing, or whatever you want. These are the two assessments that we're going to be running as far as like how your performance goes. So we're going to track your body composition at the beginning, and we'll track your body composition at the end. You guys are going to set your goals, if it's nutritional related or if it's like training related. And then we're going to not only like, as you guys move through your F45 workouts, if you have a strength priority or an endurance priority, or you just want to make it through a 60-second set without stopping halfway through, and you want to try to not start late and not end early, sometimes that's all we want to do. A push-up, like those are the things that we're going to do. These are the performance metrics for how you're going to get there and how we're going to measure things along the way. So
there's once at the beginning, once in the middle.
Once at the beginning, once in the middle,
and once at the end. So it's good to track them in the app under what he was saying, assessments, so that you can kind of see how you're improving on your strength or your cardio as you go along, and then hopefully by the end you're going to see some improvement in your own because we're gonna repeat those two workouts 3 times.
Correct, yes. Cool. This is on a 1-sheeter too. These 2 workouts are on a sheet of paper that we'll give to you on Tuesday, because benchmark is coming Wednesday, or Tuesday, and 3-peat is coming Wednesday this week. So we're kicking it off right away. You guys should all have your body scans done by now, hopefully. I think you got one more day to get some body scans in. And then we're gonna start, so that we'll have those numbers to start with, and then we'll have these benchmark numbers, 3-peat numbers to start with. And then you'll have your goals that you guys work towards for 45 days, that you'll write down on these sheets and in the app. But basically, that is the entire challenge. This goes over the in-body scans. How we're gonna track this thing over time. We're gonna give you guys points along the way, and you guys are gonna be coming in here in the studio, walking in. So what you need to do is walk in the door, scan the QR code. It's gonna give you a readiness check-in form. So it's gonna tell you, it's gonna ask you, how'd you sleep? Did you eat anything before the workout? How you feeling? It takes literally 15 seconds to fill out this thing. And that's gonna go into an Excel spreadsheet for me to look at a lot later. But we'll track your, this is getting a little bit, it's starting to feel like a lot, actually, the way that I started. But when you break it all down, you have your goal. We're gonna track how you feel throughout the challenge. And then you're going to reflect on that goal weekly. When you get to the end of it, if you have done those things, you will have earned 1,500 points along the way. I'll keep track of this. You guys don't have to do this. I'll keep track of this. If for some reason, you get derailed on your goal for some reason, then you can earn bonus points along the way. And then we can go over all of that as well too. So this is just the framework of what to expect that way. There's your sheet. Here's some examples of a SMART goal. Something like, a goal wouldn't be I want to do a push-up, right? A goal would be I want to be able to do 1 fully unassisted push-up or pull-up with proper form by following the strength program at F45 3 times a week, giving my body good recovery, which is 8 hours of sleep each night, and assessing my progress along the way. It's a lot. So I know you guys all have ideas about what you want, but losing 4 pounds isn't the full goal. There's the how and the why and all of the strategy behind that. So this sheet, you'll write that SMART goal at the top, and honestly, these habits along the way, these are what get you to the main goal. So whatever your main goal is, you gotta break it down into 1, 2, or 3 nutritional habits, and 1, 2, or 3 training habits, and then maybe some other thoughts and ideas along the way about how you're going to get it back that direction. It's kind of like school. Does it feel like a syllabus? Yeah. It should. We're gonna systematize kind of what this looks like. And then that's basically all I have for that. But I know there's gonna be lots of questions, and it's gonna be easier for me to just field these along the way, because that's just a lot of school. But what questions do you guys have as far as what you guys do or anything? Do you
I'm
guys
gonna just
get it?
quickly talk about if we're following the exercise track or the nutrition track. We have the stickers for the charts, and you don't have to do both, but maybe you want to do both, or just quickly
Right. So some of you guys will have a training goal, and some of you guys will have a nutritional related goal or a body composition related goal. We know that you can't change your body composition without a behavior change, right? So that's kind of what Katie was kind of talking about as well. So taking what you learned from her and taking what you know from F45 classes, you can kind of put some habits in there along the way. Now when you come in, I should give you guys can scan the barcode actually on that QR code on the bottom left corner of the thing. This will give you some more context about what a day in the life of yourself is going to look like. So you'll walk in, you'll scan this barcode, or you'll scan it on the window. And this is just, you're gonna have to get here early enough to be able to fill this out. Change your shoes, because you got mud on them and stuff. But get here early enough to give yourself some time to just fill out this 30-second thinger. And then Once this is done, you can put a sticker on the window next to your name for the day of the week that we're on. That will give you credit for the day, and it'll be your little tracker system. And then if you've done your nutritional behavior habit tracker thing at home the previous day, you can grab your other little sticker that way. We've got barbells for your training day, barbell stickers for the training day. We've got little gold star stickers for your nutritional goals that way too. Exactly. So what you have to do, walk in, scan the barcode, fill the thing out, put a sticker on the wall, and work out.
Be on time, be early.
You gotta be early, yeah. You gotta be early in order to like make that all happen, right?
Gummy
So
bears.
like, you can't be walking into class while the clock is hitting 1, and then like make this all happen. So yes, it's a challenge. It's meant to be challenging. So, and with a challenge, you can make progress without tracking it, but like you'll never know along the way like which was the behavior, which one was the one thing that like got me there, unless you measure it. So my daughter's she's got a track for her reading for her class, for English classes, right? She'll read for 3 hours a day. And then when we get to the tracker, she'll put like 20 pages down. Because that's what she remembered to like write down for the day. But like meanwhile, like her performance was significantly more than what was reflected on the paper, which is what my goal is for you guys. If you can reflect a fraction of what you're doing on your sheet right now, obviously you're going to be we're all harder on ourselves than we are on other people. You're already doing a good job. Like you guys have already been coming 2, 3, 4 times a week to F45. You already know, you came to the nutrition talk, you know that you needed a little more knowledge around. You didn't even need the knowledge sometimes, you just needed to like the encouragement or like, yeah, oh, I am doing that right? So yeah, this is not going to be difficult for you guys. I think the difficult piece is going to be logging your progress, in my opinion. Is that fair? Right. I think you guys got the behaviors down. I think we can add 1 or 2 little behaviors. Look at the kettlebell sheet, the one that has all of the little circle boxes on it. These are some ideas. If you like these, you'll pick 3. If you're on a nutrition track, pick 3 of these. Pick one of them that you're already doing, because that's an easy win, right? If you're already getting enough water, circle that one. Like, check that box. And then grab another one on that sheet that you might be able to pair off with that habit of drinking water. Like, I'm already good at drinking water. I'm going to make sure I have a protein-rich snack with that. Every time I take a drink, I take a bite or something. And then if you're already doing protein-rich snacks, there's another one on there that says make sure you're getting enough vegetables or fruits in the day. Like, maybe you just throw a fruit on that exact same time. So pick one that you're already doing, and then pair another one with it. And then it's like a win-win. Yeah? It's easy. It's easy. Write down your goals on your sheet. Write down your goals in your app to match your sheet. There is a place in your app on the challenge. It says enter your SMART goal here. Write that in there. And then if you guys want to, you can share that goal in your chat group. You can, for accountability purposes, if it's a private goal, that's totally fine. You don't have to share it with anybody. That's totally fine. You can just share the behaviors that you kind of want to do. If you want to talk to a coach, we're all going to be available for you guys. We'll put every coach into the chat group for you guys to bounce ideas off of. The coaches are going to be assigned team though, I think, right? We're going to split the coaches up. There's going to be red team coaches, there's going to be blue team coaches, but you'll have access to all coaches from both teams, just in case like Damien's got some expertise in some area that I don't have. Same with Jorge, Mike. Everybody's comes from different backgrounds. We all kind of merge together here at F45, but we all come from different spots. Did I get it all? Yeah, please.
If you're in the challenge, you're gonna have. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if you guys don't have WhatsApp on your phone yet, download WhatsApp. That's gonna be the phone app that we use to chat. It's kind of nice to have that outside of, trust me, outside of your regular text messages, so you can turn the notifications on and off separately from that too. Because these group chats have been known to be like quiet sometimes and then quite loud with memes and GIFs and things like that, challengey type things.
We'll put you into that group. And everyone has an assigned team. You're either red or blue, so check the board. But we'll be sending out information later on today with everything we kind of talked about, because there's a lot of people not here either. And then we'll be setting up the group WhatsApp chat groups later today as well.
Yeah, late today or early tomorrow, you'll find
Yep.
yourself entered into the group chat, or at least invited into it. Try to get into that. There was one other thing I was going to say. There are bracelets. Yeah, I think he's got some bracelets. She got red bracelets and blue bracelets. Are we handing those out today if you want?
can.
Or
Yeah.
And then the last thing was throughout the week you're gonna get text messages from probably me, maybe some other coaches. Probably typically like on a Monday or a Wednesday or a Friday with some motivational things or themes for the week that you guys can be focusing on, whether it's like sleep, training, other things along the way. So you'll get constant information from us along the way. And that's what you got.
Yes, like, you know, getting healthy and achieving your goals is like good winning, that's fun for me because I'm a little competitive. But like, I also saw that the slides before this, there was like 1,500 points, and you get 100 points in it. I just want to make sure that I'm like getting all those points.
Yeah.
We'll send it out.
So the way you're gonna get the points, the way that you're gonna get the points is you. Here's the thing: if you get through this challenge and you make mistakes along the way and you don't get to 1,500 points, you still won. Like you still earned points. You still voted for the person who you want to be, right? Like you're not gonna end this challenge worse than when you started it, right? Like you're already gonna be better. Now, if you are going for the competition part and like you do want to win the prize, anybody who earns the 1,500 points is gonna be entered into a drawing to win the prize. These points, here's how this is gonna work. You scan in and you scan out, you get 100 points total. If you come to this meeting and the nutrition meeting, you're already 300 points in to your 1,500 points, and we haven't even started yet, which is awesome. You're gonna need to track your attendance and your nutrition habits. You don't need to do both. You just pick one or the other. And then you're gonna fill out your readiness form, which is the bottom left QR code, and you're gonna fill out your weekly reflections. So as long as you're coming 3 to 4 times a week and filling out your 2 forms, you're gonna get to 1,500 points. Everything else is bonus points. So if you're going for max points, you can take a picture of this if you want to. You're going for max points, then you'll want to do all of these things. You're going to want to join Jorge's book club. We are reading Atomic Habits. If you haven't read it, it's an amazing read. It's going to really kind of put everything into even more practical perspective. It's fantastic. I listen to it. I do it on audiobook. I've got the book, I've got the audiobook, and I printed all the stuff off his website for the PDFs. It's a really great resource. I listen to it every year. It's really, really good. So, but yes, this is how you get all of the things. Set a nutrition goal. If you're doing your nutrition 5 to 6 days a week, you get 5 to 6 gold stars out of 7 days. You're gonna make it. And if you get 3 to 4 dumbbell training stars, you're gonna get it. You're gonna have to come 4 times a week a couple times though, because we need 25 days out of the 45. 25 out of 45 is gonna get you to the 1,500 points for that, and then 5 to 6 is just about 35 nutritional days will get you there. So yeah.
Did we do like double 2 stars?
No, actually, you can't get 2 dumbbell stars in one day. Yeah, but if it's part of your training goals to do a double, you can. But if you are doing doubles, let me know. I've got a way that you guys can attack that in a safe way, so that you're not going off. Tell me what you're doing it for, and then I'll tell you how to do it. So, I mean, if you're doing it for fat loss, there's zero reason why you need to be in zone 5. If you're doing doubles for like a fat loss type of a system, we're gonna need to stay in the zone 2 area and start burning fat as fuel. So again, like if you were gonna go for a long walk, right, what Katie was saying, you wanna stay in that fat burning zone. Is a lower heart rate zone. It's easy work. So yeah, a double Saturday in zone 2 is fine. I was doing that once or twice before a high rocks, just to extend the amount of training time that I had, and just to extend the efficiency of my body inside of a zone 2. I was absolutely never, ever, ever in the green or even in the yellow when I was doing double Saturdays. But yeah, let me know if that's something you guys want to do. Other questions? You're probably not the only one. Does it make sense? Walk in, scan the QR code every training day, scan the reflection code at the end of the week, reflect on your goals, because we want to know like how that's going. I'm honestly probably, in full transparency, not gonna read your reflections. I want you guys to, it's part of the practice of changing the lifestyle, right? And just being aware of what's happening. You just don't wanna float through life when you're trying to make positive change, right? Cool.
There will be a prize pack. I know everyone, people are
Yeah,
wondering
like,
about
what's
the
the prize?
prize.
Vicky?
We're coming up with the prize pack now. There'll be a couple winners, so it won't just be one winner. There'll be a few, but we are coming up with that now. So stay tuned for that. You won't want to miss it. There are some good prizes there. So
Yeah.
I just can't say what it is yet.
Go out to dinner with Jorge, can that be my prize? I want dinner with Jorge for my prize.
Is he buying?
Yeah, he's fine. He's a gentleman. Let's go. All right, guys. Good luck, y'all. Right time you go. Good luck.